Good morning. It's Tuesday, March 22nd, and this morning I read a really neat devotional about part of the book of Leviticus. And in Leviticus there are a lot of rules and regulations for the Israelites and God's people, and one of them is when women give birth to a boy or a girl, they have to wait like 8 days for circumcision of their child, and then they're deemed unclean for 30 or 60 days, and in that time they're not allowed to be around people essentially or do anything. And I never understood this, the reasoning and rationale, but it says that because they had shed blood, that they were deemed unclean. And so I was reading what the author was saying about it, and she kind of twisted it on its head, which I think Jesus and the Bible always does, and it goes against our culture oftentimes. And she said, what if God wasn't taking something away from these women, but actually giving them time to bond with their babies? Because in that culture, women were not valued as much as they are today, and so what would have likely happened if they were not unclean is that they would have their child and then have to go right back to their duties and chores. And instead they're given this space to bond with their baby over these number of days. And I mean, our culture does have this on maternity leave for women at work, and it's just this beautiful time to be with your child and take care of him or her. And it's really neat that the law set this up for women and back in the day. And so I had always seen it like how terrible these women are outcasted from society during this time, and but it's really neat when you look at it from a different vantage point, because it shows a lot more into the heart of God. And I've been praying so hard that God would just reveal his true character to me and help me figure out the distortions that I believe in, the kind of the lies that I believe about who he truly is. And so this is just another characteristic of his tenderness and provision, and I think it's so neat. And obviously the law has been fulfilled through Jesus, and so we're not, cast aside when we have children. But how neat that even in those times God saw what we would need, and I just think it's beautiful. So it's really awesome learning about all these misconceptions I have about God, and learning who he truly is. And I keep praying that he reveals his character to me, and every time he shows me a new piece, I'm just amazed, and I just can't believe that he's so loving and so tender and so good. And it's really been a cool adventure, and I'm just really grateful for it. So yeah, I thought that was awesome, so I just wanted to share it with you, and I hope he continues to show you who he truly is too.